At the end of the day, you guys know where I stand. More speech, not less. Leave TikTok alone. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, so that is their perspective. Let me give you the deal. This is what's going to happen. Don't fault me for telling you the truth. If TikTok is in fact banned, there is no question that Israel will be blamed. AIPAC will be blamed. The ADL will be blamed. Jews are going to be blamed for a social media app being removed. You can see that sentiment building. They're reading these articles. They're already making videos. And Gen Z is saying that the only reason this is on the table is because they don't like our perspectives about the Israel versus Hamas war. That is what they are saying. So what tends to happen is that if you prove them to be right, if they believe that this gets banned and they are looking and they are seeing that Jewish organizations are behind or at least supporting the ban, they're not the only people that believe that it should be banned, just to be clear, there will be no coming back. This will be seen as a punishment that is being issued to Gen Z for the sin of what they deem to be them becoming more educated. So if your goal is to fight anti-Semitism by banning TikTok, my prediction is that what it's actually going to do is inspire more anti-Semitism, and the Gen Zers are going to get crafty in the manners that they communicate. I don't think this is a good idea if the purpose is that you want to fight anti-Semitism. Don't believe me? Here is one TikToker who is going viral explaining what's actually happening in terms of the TikTok ban. Take a listen.
So they're pushing another TikTok ban bill really hard, but something does not add up about it at all.
Bro, I've been trying to wrap my head around this for the last couple days and nothing was making sense until I stumbled upon this leaked recording. First off, what I'm about to get into is highly controversial. It's extremely sensitive, so I'm gonna have to be really careful about it. So this leaked recording is from about 4 or 5 months ago. It's Jonathan Greenblatt. He is the head of the Anti-Defamation League. Clear as day, we have a generational problem, we have a TikTok problem, and we're going to need to put all our energy into this. And if there's any lobby that owns more U.S. politicians, it is this one. I can't really say it out loud, but this is the one. Democrats and Republicans alike fear this lobby's clout. We can count on well over half the House, 250 to 300 members, to do reflexively whatever they want. In 24 hours, we could have the signatures of 70 senators on this napkin. Literally playing out right before our very eyes. There's also this Time magazine article that just came out. Why TikTok needs to be sold or banned before the 2024 election. The article barely even mentions China or election security. Almost the entirety of it focuses solely on this issue right here. Another chart from the article. And the ironic thing is that, yes, it's true. A foreign government has infiltrated the U.S., except it's just not the country they want you to think it is.
All right, so there you have it. That is the current narrative on TikTok. And by the way, that is one of 3 reasons that I am against the TikTok ban. Because number one, it will in fact lead to more anti-Semitism. Because when you have someone who is not liked, by the way, by Democrats and Republicans, a lot of people have issues with Jonathan Greenblatt and the ADL. When you have someone like Jonathan Greenblatt outwardly saying that, outwardly caught on audio, sounding like a cartoon villain, that's not going to be good. Whether it's right or wrong, what you're going to have is a scenario where Israel and quote unquote powerful Jews are going to be blamed if TikTok is banned. Please heed my warning on this. Like I said, that narrative is already building. Number 2, the reason I'm against it is because I don't trust our government narratives, okay? That's just how I feel. People have a right to hear different perspectives and to decide on what they believe to be true or false. We don't need the government telling us what the right narrative is. Banning TikTok, what does it actually mean? Well, it means that we'll be giving Facebook more power, Instagram more power. And I think we all know and understand that Facebook is and always has been a CIA tool. And by the way, That's what I think it is. I think this comes down to the CIA. I think it's the never-ending wars CIA, the Pentagon, that wants to ban TikTok, not the Jews. I think the deep state panicked when that letter went viral. I think they said, oh my gosh, we just realized that TikTok could potentially impact our pre-approved war narratives. If they were able to get that letter of Osama bin Laden around, think what else they're going to be able to get around. We don't control TikTok like we control Facebook and Instagram. By the way, I think that's a good thing. Deep state narratives being weakened is a good thing. Tucker Carlson going to Russia, that was a good thing. Does it mean that everything Vladimir Putin said was the truth? Absolutely not. But it made it very clear that virtually everything that we were being told, in which we felt deep down in our souls also was not true, was, a lot of lies as well. Hearing both sides and then determining what is true or what is false is the right of every citizen. And number 3, despite the fact that I very much dislike it for a lot of reasons, is because I think that we would be living in a different and perhaps a better America today if we had social media and we had citizen journalists back when 9/11 happened. That's the truth. I really do. I look around and I say, what do we have to show for it? All of these non-stop wars since 9/11. What do we have to show for it? America is trillions of dollars in debt. America is definitively a less safe country today than it was before 9/11. Despite the pitch, we got to do this for your safety. No, this country's not safe. This country's not secure. Our border is wide open. So, we were no doubt freer and we were no doubt safer before the military-industrial complex began controlling every aspect of our lives. At the end of the day, you guys know where I stand. More speech, not less. Leave TikTok alone. And that's all I'm going to say about that.